Oh, I can start. Okay, well, here we go. We've started doing another thing. Basically, I've actually got James here by my side this time. Um, it's a whole derelict house, basically. It's an abandoned lab. Well, I say we. I was slightly retarded and didn't plug in my mic, so there is actually dialogue to this one, but we had to do a narration over. So I can't remember what I'm actually saying at this point.
Something about how.
Oh, I think I passed it over to you, so I'll do that now.
Hello everyone. If you listen to really carefully, you can probably hear what I originally said. But let's go for it. This is our abandoned house. It's all messed up. It's designed to look that, obviously, because it's abandoned. The forest has kind of been reclaiming it and stuff, slowly, piece by piece. Hopefully Saul's going to fly up now, show you around it. Right, we've got plants growing inside it, like a tree. And then we've got, basically, if you just go around it, you can see the whole of the massive, like gaping opening where the roof's actually collapsed in on itself. It's in the middle of a forest, far away from anyone else, so if you actually do find it, anyone who's actually on our server, well, kudos to you, you know. Unless you teleport while we're building it, then you're cheaty fucks.
Like you, James.
Like you, James.
Oh,
James, but not me.
Alex did it
James,
as well.
Fire Hazard. Let's call him Fire Hazard.
Skanking sheep.
Yeah, and yeah, all of the people who did it, you cheaty, right? So we've got ruined stairs up here, you know, like holes in the floor where basically termites have come in and stuff, and you go up the stairs and there's like the attic, the wood, again with the tree. Don't know, tree's called Woody. He's been growing there for a while now, because obviously this is just to show how long the house has been abandoned for. And if we go down here, you know what this probably sounds like. Probably sounds like we're in a club, because you've got all these other dialogue going on in the background, and you're supposed to be listening to me really quietly, really quietly, really quietly. Right. So if we go down here into the thing, you can light it up. And if Saul's going to do that now, hopefully. There we go. And there's this big iron door, which is obviously to symbolise the quarantine. Saul just had his ear right next to the mic. Not the mic, sorry, the speaker. And then the door opened and it nearly deafened him. It was the funniest. Right, now we're in a kind of like a reception area. We've got two computers, two receptionists, just kind of doing their thing. Well, they were before they all brutally died in the quarantine. We'll name them another time, you know. You know what? You can name them, people. You can name the receptionists. You know, don't be too sexist now. That'd be wrong. It's a woman's job. No face. And we go down these stairs. This is getting into the actual properly like lab area now. Right. Oh, by the way, if you didn't get the reference, we had a reference a second ago. The company's name. If you get it, that should be good. You get it. It's quite an obvious one. If it's not one, then
Curse on your father's soul.
Yeah, curse on your father's soul if you don't get it. Right. We have our left wing. We have the human resources department, which obviously in a big evil corporation is really not needed. You know, no one uses it. It's a tiny little office, and poor old Steve Gregg is back. Our depressed HR worker, and he's in there somewhere. We've had a massive cave-in, conveniently, on the wing with the labs, which we might not have finished yet, but it's all finished off now. So, Steve Gregg, Human Resources, you know, he's such a lad, he tries so hard, but he always gets the worst jobs in our world, on our Minecraft, yeah. He has a fish tank, a good old fish tank, it's beautiful.
But no fish.
But no fish, because they've died a long time ago.
I don't think you even had a fish.
I think it was more symbolic. It was more symbolic than actual with fish in it, right? And his note to himself, which I'll read in his voice. Right. No, I won't fucking come on.
Brilliant. That's fucking brilliant, James.
You know,
I'll read in his voice.
I fucking can't. I don't care. I have his voice. It's very monotone. It's sad. He really hates it.
Is it you?
No, I'm not sad. Fuck off. Right, and there we have our magical Doctor Louis Monders. Captain. We should have called him Captain. He's the head of biological testing, basically, and he is the one in charge of basically experimenting on different animals. Basically. He's the one who does all the kind of, obviously, making things, using the DNA from the different monsters, and we won't tell you right now, but there's a reason this lab is all destroyed, and as we release these videos, hopefully, you'll figure out why it's been so destroyed. Well, no, you won't. Hopefully, you will, because we'll do it. We won't leave you hanging. We're not going to do a Cloverfield and make no fucking sense. Exactly. Do you not see that about Cloverfield? It made no fucking sense, and it was supposed to be cinematography. I don't want to know where the fucking monster came from. I don't want to just sit there like, that's what it looks like, enjoy, make no sense, go read a book. There wasn't even a book to read, you know? There was no good merchandising. That's what I'd have done. I made the film, make no fucking sense, and then there'd be a big, expensive novel, and that would explain it all. But no, you couldn't even do that. It's like bloody Lost. It's appalling. Don't act like you liked it towards the end. No one liked it towards the end.
I only watched the first couple of episodes.
Yeah.
This one.
We need to get... Whoa, we've lost ourselves. Which one is this? Okay, yeah, this is our head analyst, which is the best job. Oh, shit. We absolutely went mental, because it went all amnesia on us, and that is actually Fire Hazard there, running past. And if you heard us screaming like girls, underneath this video, that was us screaming because we thought it was a zombie sprinting past or whatever it was. But and he's dressed as Skeletor, which doesn't help. That is a terrifying face to come running past your thing. But yeah, so this is our head analyst. He obviously was quite boring towards the end. He was the only one, just to tell you, who managed to keep dates after the quarantine went down. Because in our lab, basically, huge catastrophes happened. The whole lab's gone into quarantine, hence the giant iron door. And, we've got different people. It's pitch black, the power's out, and hopefully you'll get to see all the awesome stuff we've got planned in the labs and things like that. But not today. Ha ha ha. But today we're looking at... This is a reference here. We've got our... the reference you won't get, I'm afraid, but in our inner circle it's a reference. We had an awful... unless you went to Farnborough Sixth Form and you know Jane West, then well done, you got the reference. But she was an absolute cow. And basically, I sent a message out to her on the original dialogue, and I'm going to send it again, which is, I hope you fucking die sucking a chode, Jane. You were the worst teacher on the planet. She had wonky... No,
you also said about her...
No, wait a sec, I'm getting to it. And she had wonky nipples, she spat, and... Dribbled, and she was fucking awful, and she looked like God's aborted child. That's my insult.
It's what she said to me when I handed in my chemistry textbook, and she turned to me and went, well, I guess chemistry wasn't really for you.
Do you know what I remember was a cure?
Like, you such a bitch!
When she went mental, and she was basically, we were all talking in the class, she went mental, and she started screaming, and she went, everyone just shut up, and I just turned to her and went, lead by example, Jane. It's like the proudest moment of my life. So good. The only part, I was so good, I was so happy. And down here we have it's all flooded. This is the living quarters, basically. And
but if it wasn't for Jane, we wouldn't have met.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Jane, we wouldn't have met. Actually, we owe Jane everything. And why? Do you see that thing Saul did? I mentioned it the first time. It's so retarded. He just puts this thing down, and then I just torch, obviously in water. I mean, what's he doing? Right, here's a few references. We've got, if you could just try and get them all. Some of them aren't references, some of them are. They're your goodies to find out. That's what you have to do.
Fred, that well-known Fred.
That everyone knows Fred.
Yeah, that well-known reference.
That well-known reference of the word Fred.
Well-known reference.
Reference.
That well-known reference.
Well-known reference.
Spoonerism, right there.
Spoonerism, yeah, fuck it. I don't even know what that word means. I'm not going to actually...
Switching the letters around of words.
Well, thank you.
Like in physics when I had my...
aneurysm.
No, not
yeah, your aneurysm. I remember it very well.
No, when I read blue glow.
Fell over, and then everyone laughed and said he'd done a spoonerism.
No, when I had blue glow.
Glue blow?
Yeah, instead of blue glow, I read it as blue blow. Giggled to myself in an exam, and then everyone looked at me.
I did awful in physics.
Same.
It was awful. It was my best U. It was my best U, and I drew a picture of a panda slitting its wrists in a bathtub at the end, and just went, please let me pass. Because the first question I just had no idea, and I was like, well, I'm fucked. So basically, here's the female quarters. This is female quarters. We should be talking there. Yeah, there's a few references in here again. Obviously, Saul is lighting them all up. So hopefully you'll get not all of them are references again.
It's my cat.
Agatha and Spoon is Saul's cats. Don't even try to find it out. It's hard. It's hard. It's a hard reference, a brutal reference that only we'll get. But you know what? That's the way we roll. Anne Widdecombe, reason she's the only one showing those 2 beds is because she needs 2 beds, and we'll probably get done for some kind of.
If you don't know Anne Widdecombe, Google her.
Google Anne Widdecombe. She's
the best porn star ever.
She's the finest porn star ever. It's just she's beautiful. That's what she is. She's absolutely beautiful.
No matter what they say.
Yeah, exactly. And words can't bring her down. I don't think she can hear.
Can we copyright?
We said the lyrics, and if saying things in sentences anymore stands as copyright, fuck it. Because as far as I'm concerned, how many song lyrics are actually just words?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. James, Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata, yeah. I mean, how many times have you said that just today?
At least
18 times. And if they were to say that I couldn't sing, if I was singing it, if you were singing it, that's copyright because you're actually singing the song. Because otherwise, all those cover bands would get fucked.
It's not a phrase.
I think it is.
No.
I think it is still. I think it is.
No, it means no worries.
Timon and Pumbaa died a long time ago.
It means no worries.
Disney got hold of them and they squeezed their little necks. They squeezed their little necks so hard, ringed them till all the money was dropped out of their fetid corpses, and then they threw them in the bin.
As the doors were open, I was just yelling really loudly.
That's Disney. If children, if you're watching, that's Disney. That's Disney. We're going to the dining room now. Going to the dining room now, which should be good.
Why didn't we do this before? Actually, show them around and then just do a narration. I think this is way better because then we could talk about spouting man and bullshit, and then look at
The best thing is though, they're gonna hear this muffled just talk in the background of our first run through, and they're just gonna be like,
it'll be so quiet.
it'll be so, I can hear it on the headphones speaking now.
Can you?
Little mumbles, like bees in my brain.
Are you sure they're not just bees in your brain?
I don't know.
It's just the voices in the back of your head telling you to end it all.
No, they don't tell me to end it, or they tell me to end you.
Oh.
I'm a violent psychotic, you know this.
Pretty shit at violence then.
I'm pretty good. I kicked a cat the other day.
Punched a frog.
Punched a... Yeah, no, there was...
Right in the tits.
Yeah, well, I don't think... Amphibians don't... They're not mammals, so they don't have boobies.
They don't?
They don't. Oh. No, you're watching some kind of weird hentai porn. Harry.
Oh. That's just awkward now.
No, you know what...
We're just showing now just us collecting...
And this is us on the world's greatest adventure, you know, the best Minecraft video ever.
Night vision.
It's just simply us putting on night vision and picking up torches because, you know, it's all supposed to be dark, the power's supposed to be off, you're not supposed to be able to see around, you're supposed to adventure down here and find out what happened piece by piece, unlocking different doors and shit, which is going to require a load of wiring, which is going to be fun. But you know what?
Wiring?
Redstone wiring.
For what?
The levers and things we're going to have to do to access the different levels and things.
What?
We discussed
I didn't know about this.
We discussed this on the phone.
Did we?
I sent you a telegram.
Do people still use telegrams? Are you sure you didn't send that to my granddad?
Indochina.
Is that when you sent him a message saying it's just like Nom?
Over and over and over.
It's just like Nom.
I don't know. I think the last telegraph was probably sent. Like, I bet you it was recently. I bet if you look it up, it was probably sent quite recently. Like some old person woke up from their coma and telegrammed their wife who'd been dead for like 40 years.
It's fucking 13 minutes long, this video.
Oh well, people like 30-minute long videos. They're long. They get to hear my sexy voice.
Stop that.
See?
I'm just glad that my YouTube thing got upgraded to 15-minute videos.
Wait, what?
We can only release 10-minute videos for a while, then you can release 15 minutes videos after you've uploaded a couple.
Oh yes, Saul's on his rampage now. I hope you heard him say fucking rampage quite loudly, because it's brilliant. But if anyone disagrees with me, see this texture pack he's got on? Don't the sheep look so sly? They look like they're contemplating stuff. They look like they're looking at you, and they should have a pipe and be thinking, you know what, have at me. I know exactly what you've got planned. And that's what they look like. They just look like they're thinking something. And like now he shoots this one brutally. You know, with no remorse. No remorse. He's like a fucking Viet Cong. It's just out of control. Actually, to be honest, in the Vietnam War, the Americans were out of control. Jesus Christ. Viet Cong were defending their homeland. The bloody Americans go around getting frustrated because they couldn't find any and just butchering entire villages. I did history. I know what you did. Don't argue. Fucking psychos. And then you lost your AAA rating, which is even better. Which is, you know, I love that.